Hi guys, this is Arne here again, and I just wanted to give you a bit of a travel advice since I'm a bit of a frequent flyer, above 150 flights I've made recent years, so I am quite practical about this. So this is what you see here are the check-in desks for WizzAir and other airlines as well. We are at Luton Airport, and a few things have changed in recent years. This change I'm going to talk about is already a few years old, but even if you are a frequent flyer like I am, you might not have noticed, because frequent flyers tend to travel light, which means they don't have checked-in baggage, which is an easy way of making cost-effective travel. But then again, one time you might have checked in baggage, and then you might get a surprise. A few things WizzAir is changing and rolling out. They are actually going to check your luggage a little bit more strict. These are the current dimensions you have to comply to, and on top of that, they will check the weight of your carry-on bag a little bit more strictly. They have been lenient about this for quite a bit of time now, and you'd be able to carry on excess weight in your carry-on bag. No one really checked it, but this is going to change. And I'm not saying this to bash WizzAir, because I think they are quite a good flight operator, contrary to what many people say, because they are cost effective, and they have a few arrangements which can help you, but this one is debatable. So what happened is, as you can see, all the check-in desks just say WizzAir all destinations, and there are a few priority, and I think because this is a WizzAir home base airport, they have a flight closure desk as well. Probably meaning that you are very late and you want to drop off your bag. I don't know what it involves financially, but the point being is they do say you have to turn up 2 hours in advance to your flight to check your bag in. And that is very important, because now that all the destinations are mixed up, you are going to find a massive queue in front of you, which is not being the case right now. This is not the summer, but come summer or holiday season, this is going to look the same. All the flights to all the desks, which means that you're not going to get through in a very short time when you are late. So you can purchase priority check-in. That is one way around that, or you can arrive in time. Now, as I said, I'm not gonna bash the airline, because they are a business and they have to make money. The way they operate is they sell cheap flights. My flight cost me 100 euros return. Bear in mind, this is 1800 kilometers, return is 3600, so it is a very, very reasonable price. On top of that, I have managed to miss my flight, which I do not make a big deal about at any time. I do not travel with family. You know, I'm a single guy. I have a busy lifestyle, but still, they do help me with having a missed flight fee, which is £94, I believe. You have to pay that if you miss your flight. You have to turn up at the airport still. This is very important. You have to be at the customer service desks. If it is a WizzAir home base airport like Luton or Budapest, then you can see a WizzAir customer service desk, which is not the check-in, but opposite the check-in. And even if it's not a WizzAir home base, customer service can help you book an alternative flight. Your alternative flight will always be the next available flight, not 2 flights down the line, but the next. Good thing about it is that it will be always the same destination, but it can be a different departure. So for example, I missed my flight from Gatwick airport. and now I'm going to fly from Luton. So all London airports can participate in this, and they just find you the best ticket and give it to you for £94. Obviously, if you want to fly on the same day, especially in the summer, that's gonna be a lot more than €100 or £100. So this is kind of a discount here. And also, if you had a checked-in bag, that is included in this price. So it doesn't matter if you have one or two checked-in bag or don't have any checked-in bag. The £94 change fee applies to you, and if you bear that in mind, you might not be able to beat that even with Ryanair, because they might sell you like a 70 quid flight ticket on the next day, but baggage fee will be separate from that. So this is what you have to watch out for, and do bear that in mind, that you have to arrive actually a little bit earlier if you have a checked-in bag, and don't miss your flight. I do sometimes, I admit that, but it's worth a lot more to me to save that 2 hour advance arrival. And yes, sometimes I pay the price for those cheap tickets by having this extra ticket fee added, this change fee. Sometimes I did have a few instances where my baggage was oversized or overweight, but you have to understand that their business needs to be profitable. So if they are not selling 500 quid tickets, then of course they will get the money from somewhere else, and it will be you if you are not watching out. But it's not rocket science at all. You just have to check, and I do recommend you to check the baggage sizes online, because this is different from operator to operator. And to be honest, WizzAir has changed these sizes before, so you have to check the current sizes. For that reason, it's not really worth to invest in a very expensive carry-on bag, because the size might change down the line, and then you have to buy a different bag. Or you have one of those bags which I have, which is kind of squashable, so it will actually fit in to any kind of size, and that is a good idea actually to have. As a carry-on bag, it's not going to get damaged anyway. WizzAir charges you different money depending on what weight the baggage is. Again, you can see that as a money-making exercise, but you know, it does matter how much weight the airplane takes off with. So I'm not gonna bash the airline for that one. I'm very happy that from £200 I can still make a return flight, even though I missed my flight. They have enough flights to get me back on the same day, so I think it's very good. And as far as delays and storm problems come, and you know, well, these happen to all airlines, so you know, communication and all that might be different from different airlines, but the bottom line is that you might miss your flight because of a storm or anything. Then WizzAir has the most options to get you on board again and get you to your destination. I, to be honest, not have seen that missed flight fee from any other airlines, and I did have to pay massive amount of money when I flew different airlines to get me to my destination when I missed my flight. So I quite like this system, to be honest. And as far as checking desks go, I can see EasyJet does the same, and TUI does the same, and every airliner does the same. This is more problematic if you are at a WizzAir home base like Budapest, because almost all the flights are WizzAir, and you might have like 500 people in front of you in the queue for checked-in baggage. So, you know, I guess you can let the staff know that you are late, and they might or might not put you in front of the queue. But you know, really the solution is to turning up early enough, buying priority check-in if you have to do that, or again try that you know, last minute flight closure desk. That's all from me, really, and enjoy flying as long as we can do it, because I tell you what, this is not gonna be remaining like this. You're not gonna be able to fly for £100 for too long with this environmental impact the flights actually have on the environment. So, you know, this is actually a freebie, so take it or lose it. Bye now.